Hello everyone, this is Candy the 614 Stitcher, and today is Sunday, July the 14th, 2024, and this is my Flosstube episode 124. I would like to say hello and welcome to any and all new subscribers. Even if you've just been checking me out for a time or two, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so that I can continue to enable you with a project or two. And to my returning friends, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time that I upload a video. It has been a little while since I have recorded a video. When I last recorded, which was in June, I had anticipated coming back right away. However, life has been a little bit overwhelming for me here lately. And I just have not had the energy to come back and share with you what I've been doing. And so I have been stitching. I just have not felt up to recording a video. But I'm trying to turn that all around, and I'm going to push through. Because I do enjoy making videos. It's just sometimes when your life is overwhelmed, something has to go by the wayside for a little while. And the unfortunate reality is that making cross-stitch videos or floss tubes is one of the things that can go to the back burner for me. So that is what has happened. Everything is turning around, or I'm working through it, so to speak. I am in the process of getting ready for Stitch New Jersey, which I will be attending this coming weekend starting on Friday. I will be meeting up with EJ of the Sunshine Stitchers. We are roomies for this retreat, and I am so looking forward to it. I love Works by ABC, Arlene Cohen's charts, and so it will be really nice to get to meet her in person and to see some unique and different things. I'm looking forward to seeing a few other floss tubers that I know that will be there. Snickerdoodle Stitch, Kathleen will be there. And I know that Jessie Marie Does Stuff will also be there. Please don't hesitate to come up and say hi to me. I love meeting new people. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I have quite a bit of stitching to share with you, since it has been, I think it's been like 3 weeks since I filmed my last floss tube. It has been. So I look forward to sharing all of the things that I've been working on, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with my June wrap-up. For the month of June, I stitched 26 days. I had 2 starts. I stitched on 13 projects for a total of 6,442 stitches. And that averages out to 248 stitches a day. I did finish both of my Whip Go projects for the month of June, which one was... it just went right out of my head. 1 Dozen Quakers, which was chosen by Miss Dina Half Stitch Cross Stitch, and the other was The River, which was chosen by you, my viewers. So I am going to share. I did get the last of the stitches in for The River. And if you will recall, this is a chart by Modern Folk Embroidery. and I am stitching this middle part here. Here's a picture of where it was when I last shared it. And here is where I ended up with the 700 stitches. So I did manage to fill in the rest of the urn, and I started putting in these two flower stems. So I've put in this, and I will continue going on this. This is on my year of whips, so I do plan on getting it completed by December the 18th. I think if I were to maybe put in another 5 days on this project, I would get it finished. I am loving the way that this urn has turned out. I am stitching this on a 14 count Evil Queen by Stitch Me, and I am using DMC Blanc as the floss. And for those of you that may be new here, my whip goal is 700 stitches on the project. And I do have all year to make the goal. I do try very hard to get the goal completed in the month that it's called, but I do have all year. So on June the 29th, Tour de France started, and Tour de France is an event in the full coverage fanatics that I participate in, because I have one full coverage, and that is Purple Rain. And I'm not active in the group or anything. My friend Carolyn turned me on to this adventure, and so I have been stitching on Tour de France, stitching the event Tour de France since I started Purple Rain. So let me share that with you. Tour de France this year started on June the 29th. It usually runs the month of July, but it started on June the 29th. So that's why I'm adding it into like my wrap up of June. And here is what it will look like when it is completed. This is artwork by John Enright, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And here's a picture of where it was when I last shared it. And here is the whole part now. And I have actually concentrated in a couple of different spots since you last saw this. I have added stitches across the entire piece. So I did go in and fill in the I always want to call them rogue stitches, but they're confetti stitches. So I've been filling in the confetti going down here. Then I came over and put in some more stitches here and here, and I have also added stitches here. As of right now, I am on track to finish Tour de France. I actually am doing the green jersey, which is 1,559 stitches. So far, I have added 1,342 stitches. I have made it I am 10.66% complete so far on this project. So I will be adding more stitches over here to fill in this big space. This is as big as it will be. And so that is where I am on Purple Rain. I have a plan to finish Tour de France. It actually does not finish until the 21st. However, I will be flying home from New Jersey and decided that I will finish Tour de France on the 16th, which is on Tuesday, either Tuesday or I think it's on Tuesday. Yeah, it's on Tuesday, which I actually could squeak it out and make it on the 17th. So that is where I am with Tour de France. I was so excited. In Purple Rain, when I passed the 10% finish, I couldn't believe it, because it has 70,500 stitches in it. And so with me being over the 10%, you know, that was a big milestone for me. So I have a couple of more days to put in another 216 stitches. And I'm actually probably going to try to put in a little more than that. It would be great if I could get to 1,600 stitches, but I'm not going to press myself because I still need to get ready to go. So that is where I am with Tour de France that started on June the 29th. On June the 30th, my friend Ymir ran in Berlin, Germany for a race that she is a runner and does these extreme races. That's what I'm calling them, the great extreme running races. And so she ran in that race. And I have a project that I have chosen. Anytime that Ymir runs a race, her next race will be in August. We have a group. It's called Stitchin Run. If you are interested in being involved in the group, we stitch while she runs. So this past race, she ran a 5K every hour for 24 hours. And depended upon how fast she ran that 5K, determined how long her rest break was. But she had to be back at the starting line before the next race started. I know that sounded kind of strange, but it was how they did it. And she ran this in Berlin, Germany. And so I work on Lichen by Ink Circles. And here's a picture of where it was when I last worked on it. And here is where it is now. So I started here in the middle. It's been so long now. I'm like trying to remember where I was. I started in the middle here and worked this way over, and now I'm working also down. I am using, for the outlining, I'm using $37.99. And for the color floss, I'm using Ymir's, who is Almond M&M's, floss, silk floss. And I do not know what the colorway was. It was gifted to me. I added 609 stitches to this piece on that Sunday, June the 30th. So that is where it is now. I always keep meaning to put in here which part is the top. I'm pretty sure I always do a, if at all possible, I do a left hand start. Oh, don't pull that. So I'm pretty sure this is being stitched on a 36 count Blue Ridge by Atomic Ranch. So when she runs in August, I'll be pulling it out again if I'm here. It seems to me like I won't be here, or I'll be just getting back from another trip that I have planned. So, but wherever she is, I can still pull it out and stitch on it. I need to cut the fabric down because it's so, ouch, it's so, you know, it's a fat quarter, and I don't need a fat quarter now. I've got the whole perimeter in, so I can cut that fabric down. So now we're going to move on to what I've stitched on in July. For the month of July, the theme in the magazine monthly cross stitch group was in the water, and the acrostic is jet ski. So for, oh no, don't do that. Okay, so for the theme, I pulled out a whip that I have started for one of my friends' birthdays, Debbie. And I started this, I think, in 2021. And it is called Surf and Sand Needle Set. And here's a picture of where it was when I last shared it. And here is where it is at now. I have really put in a lot of work on this project. I have to date put in 630 stitches on this project. I brought the coastline all the way down. This is, you know, where the water is lapping up onto the beach with the white waves. And then I've added all of this also. I am stitching this on a 28 count mystery from my stash, and I'm using the called for DMCs. This pattern is in the August 2020 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. And it is amazing how much work, how much progress I did get in on this chart. I am considering, I'm still considering what to take with me to stitch on, to Stitch New Jersey. and I really would like to take this. I don't know that it would be the best to take because of the counting. In this next section, there's lots of color changes because of the way the ocean goes from light to dark, dark to light. So I'll just have to see. But 630 stitches is a lot, well, for me, to put in for right now. And I still have, you know, more time in the month to put more stitches in on it. So I've made some changes with doing magazine monthly. I used to give myself a goal and then just stitch towards that goal, and now I have like not really added a goal. I just start stitching, and I stitch on it until I'm ready to stop stitching on it. And I literally, for that particular whip, I stitched on it 2 days in a row, and then another 2 days, you know, like I put in some good, so totally, in total, I've put in four days worth of stitching, and put in 600 stitches. So that's a lot of good stitching time. So for jet ski, I already showed the T in jet ski. I used Tour de France, which is Purple Rain, and so far I've put in 1,342 stitches in that. For, let me mark my sheet off. So for the letter S, I am using Sweet Wing Studios. And that chart is called Without Ceasing. And I'm using this as the S for Sweet Wing Studio. And here's a picture of where it was when I last shared it. And here is where it is now. So I added all of these little flowers. Some of the flowers already were there, but I added the back stitching to them. I added 294 stitches. This is again the S in jet ski. And I believe with a couple of more days of stitching, this is also on my year of whips, that I will get this completed also. I put in the First Thessalonians, the chapter and the verse. I have a few more flowers on here and here. So if I put in another day's worth of stitching on this, a couple of hours, I would have this completely done, because I have this to finish, and then there's, you know, it mimics this. So it just goes all the way around. There's nothing else. This is as far as it goes down. And so that is going to be a long skinny pillow finish, and I'll be getting that done. I still need to put in, there's a few white stitches scattered here, there, and everywhere that I'll need to put in, but other than that, it'll be completed. So I'm looking to complete this by the end of the month, because I really don't have that much more to go. Yeah. I'm looking at the chart now. Yeah. If I put in another maybe 3 hours of stitching, I probably could, 3 to 4 hours at the most, not even 4. I could have a finish with that also. So I'll be working on that. Maybe I can take that with me. Sorry, I'm itching. My shirt just ripped. Okay. So for the K in jet ski, I used Karen Kluba, which is Rosewood Manor, and for that I am stitching 1 Dozen Quakers. I am participating in the Bake Me a Quaker sale. And here's a picture of where it was when I last shared it. And here is where it is now. So since you've seen this last, I have added this motif here, and I have brought the middle motif all the way down. I believe I said it in my last video. Oh, I did. I was missing some stitches. I cannot believe I just tore my t-shirt. Now like is on my mind. I did take care of putting in the stitches that I needed to complete motifs. So this motif is now completely finished. I have completely finished this motif. This motif here is also complete. No, I take that back. I think that motif still has, yeah, I have 4 more. So I have 4 stitches to add to all 4 of these points, I think. But here's the middle center motif that I have been working on. I added 498 stitches to this month so far, and I still need to come in and add, you know, it mimics or, you know, mirrors. So I need to add this section down here, and then I need to add the 4 squares, and it'll be completed, which would be really good. I need to get that finished so that I don't have to go back to it. I need to move forward. This nurge is just almost the perfect size. I'm gonna have to get a number 4 nurge so that I can just put it in and leave it in, because now I'm getting down to where I need to do some more of the border on it. But you know, I can do the border on this side but not on this side, and I want to keep them even so I won't mess up. And that is where we are now. I am stitching this on a 46 count color in cotton. That is a limited edition, and I am using various purple flosses for it. And I was going to show you the floss for the middle motif is called Night Stalker Calling. And it is Soulmate. And I love this floss. I mean, it has everything from mauve to orange to purple in it. It has a lot of various colors, and it's a good floss for a motif like that. So I'll be working on, I need to work on getting that motif finished up so that I can keep moving forward. I believe I'm on track. It's hard with the way that I am stitching it versus the way that it was that EJ cut the chart up. It's hard to know exactly how on track, or I know I'm not behind with it. I am, but I just want to make sure come December that I am good to go. with it. I have until December the 31st to or was it the 18th? I can't remember if I actually put that on my year of whips. I don't think I did though, because I think I remember giving myself like, oh no, I need to give myself time because I got all these other things to finish. So that was the K in jet ski. And for the I went with iridescent wings. And also, this is my Whip Go project that was picked by Janet Jabber, and it is Sunflower Fairy by Nora Corbett. And here's a picture of where it was when I last shared it. And here is where it is at now. I am stitching this on a 28 count Old West by Color and Cotton. I put in her bodice, one of the first petals. This is going to be the skirting of her. I'm like, where's the picture at? Okay, so here is what you are seeing now. I have added all of the darker petals. Her legs, I am doing a skin conversion on this. So I've added her legs and all of her bodice up to her neck area has been added. So now when I come back in, I will start filling in the petals around the skirt. So I'm going to show you again. I am using colors that I chose for this chart because I didn't have the Valdanis that it called for. So I just chose colors that matched back. This is also a contender. I have added 436 stitches to this project. This is a contender to go with me to Stitch New Jersey because I have already done the work to put in the other petals. So I just need to, you know, put the petals in and count down. So I'm not making those decisions though until Tuesday at the earliest. Because I still have a couple of days to stitch. So if I stitch on it tomorrow, you know, and put in 200 or 300 stitches, then maybe I don't need to necessarily take it with me because I'll still have more days in the month to stitch on it. But that is the I in jet ski and my Whip Go for this month. Thank you, Janet, for choosing Sunflower Fairy. I probably wouldn't have even have pulled her out had you not chosen her. Well, that's not true because Erica and Kevin of Akio Whips pulled her. I think this is the second time. Yep, this is the second time she has been called this year. So it's good to get in 1,400 stitches on a project that you didn't even have your eye on before. So thank you so very much for that. So I am so far, and this is not including, I have so far this month I have stitched 3,641 stitches in the projects that I've just shown you. That did not include any of the June. Well, it did include some Purple Rain because I stitched on Purple Rain during this month already. So it does include some Purple Rain, but so far so good. I'm, you know, making good progress with my stitching, and I am still stitching, which is great. Okay, I have one more that I didn't show you because I went out of order, and that is my Temperature Turtles by Stitching Mommy. I feel like I'm a little out of practice with doing the Flosstube. And here's a picture, maybe, of where it was when I last shared it. And here is where it is now, and I am not taking this out. I have it in a Q-snap, and it is in perfect place. So I did manage to finish the June, and I started the July. I think that was the last place that I shared it on my last Flosstube. So now I am almost up to date. I need to put in 2 days, today and July the 1st, and then I can put in the tail and the 2 legs. But July has started off very warm also, just like June was. The funny thing is you'll see it when you see it next time, is that on July the 1st, it was 79 degrees here. And then it went from 79 degrees to 86 degrees. And so that is where this is going to go. It'll literally be really a light color here, and then boom, it'll go right back into red. And it has been in the 90s ever since. This was the hottest day in June, and it was 96 degrees. So once I put the back stitching in, you'll be able to see a little bit more of the definition of the colors. I'm stitching this on a 32 count Whimsical by Stitch Me, and I am using a sulky conversion that I came up with for Columbus, Ohio. I added 223 stitches for Temperature Turtles. Okay. So I do have a finish, and it is a Year of Whip finish, and it is the January Cottage. For those of you that may be new here, I changed the January Cottage. My birth month is January, and the birthstone for January is a garnet. Something is sticking me in my arm. And so I changed the colors of the cottage to match my birthstone. And I finished it. I decided not to add this top border on the bottom. I'm going to see about making this into a flat fold, and I won't need that bottom border on there. So I have another Year of Whip finish, and I believe that makes it 4 for the year. One, two, three, four. No, this makes 5. This makes 5 for the year. So that is really good. I have 14 year of whips. And because I have 14, I need to finish at least 7 of those projects by December the 18th. I am moving at a great pace towards that goal. I would love to see them all get finished. The thread in this shirt is sticking me. I don't know what is the problem here, but it is sticking me, and that is driving me nuts. It's like the thread is plastic or something. Okay, sorry. But like, you know, when something is irritating you, yep, that's what it is. The thread in this shirt is plastic. It's nylon, and I ironed this shirt. And so I burned it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so that is where I am with my year of whips. I am very thrilled that I have gotten so far as I have with the year of whips. I only have 2 more that I have to get done in order to qualify for the prize at the end of the year. I am going to be working towards getting all 14 of them finished. So I'm going to go ahead on and show you what my choices are for my next Whip Go project. It is the subscriber's choice, so you will get to choose what I stitch on for for my other Whip Go project for this month. I know it's the 14th of the month. Again, my Whip Go projects go from, you know, it goes all the way through the end of the year. So even if I don't make the 700 stitches during the month of July, I'll have until the end of December to get them. And actually, I try not to even wait that long. I try to get them within the next month, if possible. So for number 1, it is a Lizzie Kate, and it is this Mary with the Christmas tree in the middle. So yeah, so it is this Mary right here. That's number 1. Number 2 is It's Snow Time. By Cottage Garden Samplings. And for those of you that are new here, I love snowmen, so that is why this is in the Christmas in July stitching. There is a storm brewing, so you might hear, that's why I had to pause, because my screen door flew open, so I had to go rescue it. And then number 3 is Christmas Claus. So in your comments, if you could just list number 1, number 2, or number 3, I would appreciate it. I will come back and let you know next time what was chosen. Okay. Okay. So that was one thing. Then for my other plans, I would like to, I need to add 300 stitches to the Christmas Elf Fairy. It is the E in Jet Ski. The January Cottage was the J in Jet Ski, and so that's a finish. So I finished that. And I need to put in the 300 stitches for the E in the Christmas Elf Fairy. And you just saw me work on her last month, but she's a year of whip you know, on my year of whips list, so I would like to get her finished too. So now I had thought that I would be able to talk to you about what I was taking to Stitch, New Jersey. I have not. One of the things that I'm going to take, so they have a 3x3, 3 and 3 start along, and one of the things that I am taking, which is not here, I will be starting 324. I will be doing it on a 25 count over 1 with the 324 colors. So that'll be one thing that I'll be starting, and then I have not really planned out the other 2 things that I want to take with me. Depending upon what gets chosen for WIPGO, I may take one. Well, I know I'm going to take whatever gets called for WIPGO. I'm going to take that. And then I want to start another Christmas piece by Heart and Hand, and I am considering taking that, but I haven't. My brain has not been focused very much on what I'm taking to the retreat, because right now I'm concerned about what I'm going to be able to, what type of luggage. It's crazy. They don't fly, so I usually take Southwest, and with taking Southwest you can take 2 bags, not pay, blah blah blah. Well, Southwest doesn't fly to Newark, New Jersey, and so I have to be very conservative on what I actually take with me. So a lot of the decisions that need to be made will be game day decisions, like Tuesday, Wednesday, like, okay, I can take this, I can take this, I can't take this. So you'll find out when I get back what I actually take with me, unless I do post it on Instagram, which I am thinking maybe I could do that too. I just, you know, it's all up in the air right now. I would like to finish my Tour de France by Tuesday, so that I don't have to worry about it going forward, and put in some stitches on the Christmas Elf Fairy. So I do have some investments that I would like to share, and of course it is pouring down rain. So oh, here it is right here. I put it in my investments. So 324 will be going with me. I actually have the fabric, and all I need to do is put in the first couple of flosses, because that's what I'm going to be using to start this with. So that'll stay out. I received my monthly Color and Cotton And this one is, I get a 32 count quarter yard, and this is called White Tea. And it's kind of got a green undertone to it, a green gray undertone. I know it looks all white there, but it actually has a green gray undertone. It's really pretty. So I will be adding that to my stash. Then my friend Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Primitives, I always have her shop listed down below, was having a 4th of July sale, and I picked up a couple of things. So I picked up this. I have been seeing on Instagram, there is on August the 4th going to be a friend stitch. So I found this chart that says Quaker Friends. It is by From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, and that is what it looks like. So I'm going to start that on August the 4th. And then she had, which I did not have, this Hearts of the Kingdom by Rosewood Manor. Now this came out in 2016. But this is a good chart for different heart motifs if you wanted to do something for Valentine's Day or Love Day or grandparents that you love, or and I'm trying to see. It has quite a few things in it. So, as you know, even if I'm a collector of the Karen Kluba Rosewood Manor, so even if I don't, somebody will inherit it someday. So I got those two from Bobby. Then she also has some fabric, and I picked up a 46 count Be Stitch Me called One More Reproduction. Oh, and you can't really, my light is kind of blowing it out. But it's a nice grayish beige. And it's a 46 count, so I'll be able to get some use out of that. And then she had with my order, oh, let me so I also picked up a 18 count Ada Fiberlicious, and it's called Veil of the Night. I want to start a chart that Debbie, my friend Debbie, sent me. So this is what it looks like. This is called Veil of the Night. So I want to start High Tide by Rosewood Manor. So I am looking for a fabric that will mimic this. I'm not finding what I'm looking for, however, and I know that this fabric was especially dyed for this chart, and it was dyed by Under the Sea fabrics. I do not believe that she has anymore. I can't find it if she does. If you have a source or know of a source where I could find this fabric, please let me know. My friend actually gifted me the chart, so I would love to be able to find the fabric to go with this chart. And the name of the fabric is called Midnight Mermaid Linen. And again, it's a 32 count from Under the Sea Fabrics. I do have my air conditioner on, although it's blazing up in here. And so that is Veil in the Night, which I could still use this for. There's some, Miss Karen Kluba, in her great wisdom, she always puts little things, other little charts in. So like I could use this fabric to do something like this on, This next fabric is also by Fiberlicious, and it is the Serene Depth, and so it goes from a dark to a light back to a dark, and it's just not like if this part was lighter, but it's too dark up there. But I figured I would keep it. It would make a good, even if I cut the fabric in half and used part of it for something, it would be a great piece to my stash, because it literally goes from black to purple to navy blue down to light blue and then back again. It's a nice fabric. You just need something, it calls for the perfect chart to be on it, so you're not cutting up the fabric. So that is what I got from Bobby's shop. Again, it is listed in the description box below. Pumpkin Creek Primitives. She has super fast shipping. The next thing that I did receive was, I received both of my Floss Fixes and my Floss Fancy from Fat Quarter Shop. The Floss Fix I actually just received yesterday. And here is the, so grape ice, grapevine, grapefruit, graphite, grasshopper, and gray were for the Floss Frenzy, which is Weeks Dye Works. And I've had this for a while. And then Golden Star, Goldfish, Granny Annie, Grape Pie, Grasshopper, and Green Onion are the Floss Frenzy. Floss Fix. From Bobby, I received 2 buttons that I'm going to make into needle minders. And my last piece of investment is, I started with the spring shirt, and now I have gotten the summer stitching vibes shirt by Athena, Stitching Goddess Design shirt. And I love these shirts. She has a very great quality shirt. She also sent me some little stickers. And this one is my favorite one. Turtle, turtle. So be on the lookout. She will be putting up her autumn shirt on the autumn equinox. Yeah, autumn equinox. Yeah. So I picked that up. And I will be ready to wear this. I'm going to pack this and take it with me. Her t-shirts are cool in the fact that they are lightweight. So I'm not super duper extra warm in them. So that is all I have to share for this time. I do thank you all so very much for those of you that reached out to me to check and make sure I was doing okay. I appreciate your kindness and your concern. My hope is to come back when I get home from Stitchin, New Jersey, to let you know all the things that went on. I'm sure it's going to be a great time, and I'm really looking forward to it. Please remember to take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated in all this heat. I know that there are several places in the country that are suffering unbearable heat indexes, and I got a gnat. Unbearable heat. Please remember to check on the elderly and the pets, and I will talk to you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.